What's going on? How we living? I'm back in the studio, man. It's another day, another dollar. I'm your boy KJ Ford. Got my guy Jordan over there working the switcher. Jordan, how we feeling today, man?
Oh man, I'm alright, man. I'm feeling straight, man. It's a good day, so just chilling, man. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a while, but we chilling.
It's been a while, man. That's real, dog. I've been on the go a little bit.
Bro, you've been everywhere, bro.
I just got back into town like last night for real, bro. And first thing, yesterday early in the day, I was like, yo, Jordan, we got to get in the studio as soon as I get back, dog. But I'm just happy to be back in here, man. The NBA playoffs are going crazy. The NFL draft is coming up tonight. It's a lot going on right now. Your Lakers, they looking pretty solid, man. They started off terrible and then held Ant to 0 assists and then were able to pull off the dub. We got a 1-1 series now.
Yeah.
What's the vibe like with LA, man?
You know how it is. Lakers in 5. If you want to play the 5, we gotta throw out some bread. Let them feel it. But Lakers in 5, we got it under control, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna win this series.
That's how you feeling?
That's how I've always feel.
Hey,
We gonna win the series.
I respect it. I mean, my guys just came through with a big-time victory last night. The Rockets pulled off a dominating W against the Dubs, the Golden State Warriors. Physical game. Once again, held Steph Curry and the Warriors to under 100 points. I mean, what's your take on his defense, Jordan? The Rockets' defense, we saw Steve Kerr say that this had the feels of, what did he say, like a 90s game? It was like back in his time. I don't remember if he said 80s or 90s. But he pretty much said the series against the Rockets, it has the feel of an old-time type of basketball game. And that's what he said after game 1. If the Rockets keep, playing a physical game, we saw Jimmy Butler go down. We don't know what his status is going to be for the rest of the series. Mm-hmm. How you feeling about this Rockets defense right now, man?
I'm gonna say it's solid. I mean, like I'm okay with it. Old heads. We always love the old ways. The way they played the game and back in the days. Got to be physical. You don't want to be a softie. So I like what the Rockets are doing right now. They actually know. Because they're playing against the Golden State. They need to be physical, though. They know that, they got Steph, they got Jimmy, So they're doing the right thing, which is cool. We're just going to see how it's going to turn out. But I'm cool with the defense. Like they say, defense wins the game, wins the championship. You got to, that's how it is.
Championships, yeah. No, that's facts, man. That's facts. And then, watching these games, man, the good ones at least, not that day. Were you watching the game were you watching the day of basketball when we had 3 blowouts?
Nah.
It was a few days ago. It was I think it was the second day of the playoffs.
Nah, I've been kind of caught up with I graduate in 2 weeks now, almost less than a week now. So I've been kind of caught up with the old graduation stuff.
Shout out to my dog, man. Graduated. Hey, I still got a whole nother year, bro.
Man, I know how it feels, man. But you're almost done too. Just a year, man. Just 2 semesters to go. You'll be all right.
But then I got another one after that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. My bad. I'm tripping. My bad.
We gotta go get that masters, man. We gotta
go
get
man.
the masters.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing the same thing right now, so yeah, you should, man.
Hey, congratulations to you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
It's a lot of schooling, bro. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of just daily stuff. I'm like, dang, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, God, I'm tired, man. But as a man, you gotta stay locked in. You gotta stay locked in.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Speaking of staying locked in, the Pistons and the Knicks, they're tied at 1-1 right now. And they play tonight. I think they're the first game of the day, 5 o'clock Mountain Time on TNT in Detroit. How are we feeling about this one? Have you kept up with this series at all?
No, I haven't. No, with the Knicks and the I haven't really.
All right, so the Pistons are playing like the bad boy Pistons right now. It's a very physical game. You already know what Stewart's doing. We see more highlights of that boy fighting than playing.
My guy.
That's my dog right there.
My guy.
That's what I like to see. You know what I mean? He out there just on some just killer mentality type stuff. He not at all trying to play basketball. And then that was my first initial thought. You know, if you don't really watch the Pistons, you're just gonna think to yourself like, yo, Stewart's out there trying to kill people. He don't do nothing. And then if you really watch the game, when he checks in, every time he's out there, he makes a true impact. He holds down the paint. He's a very physical presence, of course, and he can move. He's not just a big sloppy dude standing around in the paint. The dude's actually pretty athletic, and he makes some real plays on the court. He makes a real impact for the Pistons, almost in a do you want to say like a Draymond Green kind of way, but in his own way. You know what I mean? In his own way, but plays like a Draymond Green role with Cade Cunningham and all those elite scorers that they got over there, you know, those killers. So I'm really high on this Pistons team, especially with, you know, that Knicks system. We know that they like to play that little 6-7-man rotation.
Yeah, you got it right.
And I've never been a fan of that. We saw Brunson. He's still dealing with the injury. He can barely put his freaking foot on the ground, man.
I don't like injuries. I'm not gonna lie to you. Injuries are not something I really like, you know, F with. So it's really. But the thing about in everything, I always feel like in everything there should be that guy who's like the bad boy, you know, holding down the paint, or you know, just like the you know, the Golden State got Draymond Green and the Pistons
Zaza
got,
Pachulia.
you see, you just have to have that, you know, that villain in the team.
Yeah.
Has to be, you know what? I just want to come in the game and be physical.
Yeah.
Cause that's how it's supposed to be. To me though, that's how it's supposed to be.
You saying every team should have at least one guy that is just an enforcer.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, just have to be that enforcer.
So who's that guy for? It's a little off topic. But who's that guy for the Lakers?
To be honest with you, I don't really think we have. I mean, whoever's gonna be that right now, I don't see anybody in that team except for, you know, King himself, who is actually, you know, man is old, man. He can't keep, you know.
You saw that lob Austin Reeves threw to him?
Bro.
Like he threw it up like it was 09.
Bro, I'm telling you,
2012,
man.
bro.
I'm telling you, man.
I was like, yo, chill.
I don't even know what Braun is on, man. I don't know what Braun is on, man. I really don't know, man.
AR threw that thing up there like it was just back in the day, bro. I was like, I'm not even jumping for that one, gang. That was probably the funniest thing I've seen in a minute.
I'm telling you,
man. That was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
That was really cool. Aside from Braun and the Lakers to be an enforcer, I don't. Obviously, we can never. I don't never expect it from Luka. So
why not?
Luka,
Yeah.
being physical, like no, when I being like, yo, come on, man, are you trying to make a joke right now?
What you talking about?
It's funny enough. He's actually doing a little bit more better, you know, in on the defense side than, you know, the previous times. But Luka can't be the enforcer.
I mean, I wouldn't say Luka's been playing good defense. I think JJ's doing a solid job of finding ways to hide Luka on defense now. They did not do that successfully in game one. And honestly, I kind of saw the Timberwolves get away from their game plan. Like we said, off the top of my head, I believe Anthony Edwards had about 9 assists in the first game.
Bro even said he confused.
Yeah.
He said he confused. He said he confused.
Exactly. Because Ant had about 8 or 9 assists. I don't want to be wrong because then everybody can be like, oh, he's wrong. But I believe he had 8 or 9 assists in the first game. And in the second game, he had 0. And then you heard him. He said, I'm confused. I don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because JJ found a really good way to switch up the game plan and throw some wrinkles on the defense that the Timberwolves were not ready for, you know? And that's what great coaches do.
Yeah.
He might be the greatest, you know, middle school coach of all time because he got about it there in one season coaching the Lakers. And is he about to lead them to the conference finals and maybe to a championship?
Probably, man. I mean, I see it happening if we you know keep the energy though. I see it happening. It's not impossible, to be honest. It's not.
How many assists did he have in that first game?
Let me check real quick. You're talking about Hans, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay. In the first game or the second game? Because in the second game, he ain't got. I had no assist, bro.
Yeah.
No assist.
But in the first one, he had 9. I found it.
9.
Yeah. In game 1 of the 2025 NBA playoffs, Anthony Edwards recorded 9 assists and 22 points and 8 rebounds. In game 2, he has 0.
0, bro. But he managed to get 25 points. 0 assists.
Yo, you gotta get on ChatGPT or something, man.
0 assists is wild, bro.
Yo, Jordan, you gotta get on ChatGPT or something.
Bro.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be the game changer, dog. When it's time to find that info, you gotta just type that into ChatGPT real quick.
Type shit. I mean, I do know though, but I don't know about ChatGPT. It's not really something I sometimes fuck with as a thing.
Oh boy, I love ChatGPT.
Everybody loves ChatGPT now, man. Don't mind me, I'm just one old Ed, bro. Just call me old Ed.
You gotta get with the times, man. You gotta get with the times.
Bro, it's wild.
Oh man. But nah, that'll lead us into our next game of the day.
Bet. Yeah, before I got something for you though.
What's up?
Just a real quick question. What is going on with the Milwaukee and the Pacers?
Hey man,
2-0, bro. At home.
look, man.
We need to talk about that.
Dame Dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He is dealing with the blood clot. He was
Yeah.
out for a while.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to really do anything. He had to actually just chill. Couldn't really move around. None of that. Last game was him just getting his feet back under him. You know what I'm saying? In this next game, he's going to be back and make that statement. We saw what he said to Halliburton. We saw what he said. And we see why Tyrese mad. The word them spread that Damian Lillard, he led the charge in voting Halliburton as the most overrated player in the NBA.
Really?
There was a player poll, allegedly, a 90-person player poll.
That's wild.
And the results of that had Tyrese Halliburton as the most overrated player in the NBA. They say Dame Dollar voted for Halliburton. We know that they're not really big fans of each other. They don't really like each other. This is something that's gone on for some time. Dame has, he sent a lot of people home. All right? He's pissed off a lot of people. And I like this rivalry here, if you want to call it that. Tyrese Halliburton says that we have a rivalry. He's like, everybody says that we don't really have rivalries anymore in the NBA and that it's not like the old school stuff. Well, here you go. That's what Halliburton said.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would really consider this a rivalry yet, because neither one of these teams have really like. I mean, the Bucks have won a recent championship, but in recent time they haven't really gone back and forth the way that we've seen like real rivalries go. But I think this is something that's brewing, and I love it. And honestly, to answer your question, I think that the Bucks will be themselves. We'll learn about the Bucks in Game 3. We have not seen the real Bucks yet. In Game 1, they didn't have Dame. In Game 2, Dame was just getting back used to playing and all that, trying to get back in shape. Now he's practiced. Now he's had the tired legs and he shot some jumpers with being tired and all that type of stuff. Game 3 is when we will see the real Bucks. I will say Doc Rivers has to do much better.
He has to, man.
Much better.
He has to.
Much better. His legacy is on the line. Because right now he's looking real sad. And I'm rooting for Doc. I want to see all the brothers in the league do good. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Every time. I'm always rooting for my brothers.
Yeah.
But he is looking terrible as a head coach right now. Really bad. His schemes are terrible. He's getting out-schemed once again. And I'm a Rockets fan, so I know about out-scheming Doc Rivers. 3-1 lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? So Doc has to pick it up. Doc has to find a way. Dame has to come in there and be the big-time shot maker that he is. Giannis has to keep hooping. He's been the only guy showing up.
Yeah.
He's been a one-man army. That don't work in the playoffs. We've seen that for years.
That man needs help, man. That man needs help. He needs help.
Yeah. So I think we'll see the real Bucks in Game 3, which is sad because
It's gonna be
they
a
could
wait.
go down 3-0. They could play a great game and be down 3-0, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, because it's a road game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a road game. And we all know how road games can be.
But we can't panic. We cannot panic. If I say we as if like on that side, but I don't have like a true biasy in that. You know what I mean? But I'm saying if you're the Bucks people, you can't panic. Were the Nuggets not down 0-2?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Were the Nuggets not down 0-2? Anthony Edwards and them, was they not lit last year? Wolves finna do it. They up 2-0 on the Nuggets. Just go ahead. Just start booking your tickets.
Right.
And then what happened?
Yeah,
Right? So you can't hit the panic button. You got champions over there. You got Dame Dolly. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis, Middleton.
No.
Chris Middleton.
Mm-mm.
I've not been following with these people roster. You gotta cut that out.
He got traded in the middle of the season, I believe. Let me make sure I'm right. Because he was coming off of the surgery and all that, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I believe he got traded in the middle of the season, dog. Currently with the Washington Wizards.
Apparently, I didn't know about the trade. That was a low key trade that I didn't know about. Yeah.
Because that's how they got Kuzma.
Yeah, I was wondering who is Kuzma replaced. Yeah.
And a second rounder and Patrick Baldwin Jr.
Then the Bucks should play better in the third game because they got Kuzma, man. Kuzma ain't he ain't the joke too. Yeah, makes sense.
It's gonna be a dogfight. Because the Bucks they're not gonna go out sad. We know that for sure. You feel what I'm saying?
Pascal Siakam is whooping though. I'm not gonna lie about that though.
You're not
Pascal's
wrong.
whooping though.
You're not wrong. But getting back on schedule of today's games, we got Oklahoma versus Memphis. I honestly don't even want to talk about this one too long. Ja Morant has not been hooping too well. I will give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm hearing that he's having to get some shots about every game, like before the game, every game, due to his health. So I know he's playing through a lot of pain right now. He's not getting a whole lot of help. They fired the coach at the end of the season, one of those situations. And they're just playing some really bad basketball against the best team in the league. And that's a really unfortunate thing to do. That's how you get beat by 50 plus. And that's kind of what's happening right now. So I'm pretty sure that OKC is going to do it once again. I know Memphis had a really rigorous schedule to get to this point. But at this point, it's the playoffs, man. I don't make excuses. I don't feel bad for nobody. You got to figure it out. And what we're seeing right now from the Grizzlies is just pitiful. And right now, the Thunder are hooping. SGA, the boys are barely even playing for a whole half. The other day, the highest player was like 23 minutes. It was like 22, 23 minutes. I think SGA played 22 or 23 minutes the other day, bro. They're not even playing for a full half. They're just this is really bad, and they're allowing this team to rest up and just get ready for the next series. I'm kind of mad this game is on TNT, to be honest with you. But
mad?
Yeah, because we got 3 games, and that means the Nuggets and the Clippers are on NBA TV.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Grizzlies get blown out again.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good. I'm gonna watch it on NBA. I'm good, but like if I was, for the people that can't, some people don't have NBA TV. Why are we doing this? Silver, get right. Lock in. Why tweak out? You got anything to say about that game?
yeah, no man.
Nah, good on that one.
It's what I expected to happen, so I'm not surprised.
Respect. All right, man. So moving on. We got
Yes,
the
sir.
last game of the day, man. The one that everybody's looking forward to. We just kind of alluded to it a second ago. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, both of them hooping like just their vintage selves. Well, James really been doing this. He never stopped. But Kawhi, he done got hey, yo, I don't know who what's his name, Steve Ballmer? I don't know who he locked him in with, which doctor? But put the doc in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, man.
Put him in the Hall of Fame. He earned his cheese.
Brother is playing healthy this time
Kawhi
around.
Leonard
He's
is
healthy.
hooping.
He's healthy this time around, bro.
Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Out there hooping.
For the last 2 years, man, he's been, He's been out. He's been out. Like but now brother is back doing his thing.
Hey,
doing
but the
what he
thing
does.
is, they got to face off against the Denver Nuggets, tied up 1-1. This one's gonna be in LA. Now, the Nuggets, man, they just haven't been playing consistent. That's been a problem. We saw that once again. They fired their coach right before the playoffs. That was a really ugly situation. They say Coach Malone did not leave in a pretty fashion. You know what I'm saying? They say he definitely let his voice be heard on the way out the door, and I feel that one. I done the same thing. I mean, that's just crazy to me. How do you get rid of him right before the playoffs? A championship coach
That won you the championship, man. That's crazy.
just won it. But hey, if you can get rid of Luka,
I mean,
and Nico stood on business. He said
He stood on-
he don't even feel like it was a bad decision.
that's what it means to be a leader. You make a decision,
Stand on it.
you stand on it. Even if the world is crashing, you just gotta stand on it. So what's the point of making a decision in the first place if you're not gonna have a backbone to defend it? So
So how we feeling about the Clippers and the Nuggets tonight, man?
I feel like Clippers, they are like a younger brother when it comes to Lakers and I feel like they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna take care of business. Don't worry, they will take care of business.
I mean, James Harden, man, the way he's hooping right now, he's looking unstoppable. Kawhi Leonard, he's getting he getting to his spots, working that pull up. He's just attacking. It just like I said, this is vintage Kawhi. They got Ty Lue over there, the best coach in the league at the moment, if you ask me. I'm not saying coach of the year. I mean, he should be nominated, but I believe OG out there with the Pistons, that's coach of the year. But Ty Lue is my favorite coach in the league. No questions about it. The best. His schemes are crazy. The way he can rally troops, the way he rallies superstars, the way he is respected by superstars is like none other. It's really hard to get a $100 million guy to really buy into what you're doing.
Yeah.
And he consistently does that, from being a player to dealing with LeBron, the Kawhi, Paul George, Ben Simmons. Ben is, come on.
Yeah.
James Harden.
Yeah.
All of these guys that he gets to lock into his system. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got to respect that, man. That's something that not many coaches can do. You got to be very well respected to do that.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers are going to move on. And
I think they're gonna
and one
move
thing I wanted to bring to your attention, Jordan, is it crazy to say that we might have an all LA conference final?
It's possible, bro. It's possible, man. It is possible because I don't see the Timberwolves beating us. When I don't see us losing to the Warriors, I don't care. I don't see us losing to the Warriors.
Whoa.
And I don't see. Well, I'm not done. And I don't see.
What
us
you mean to the
Hold
Warriors?
on, I'm not done.
What you mean to the
I
Warriors?
don't see us losing to the Rockets too. I'm about to say that too. Come on, man. H-Town will always be my hometown, man. Relax. But at the same time, I'm a Laker, man. I don't just see us losing to any of those two, and neither are we losing to Timberwolves. And Clippers, come on. It's just going to be a LA thing, as usual, man. It's just going to be the same thing. So I see, to be honest with you, call it sentiment or what, I see Lakers going to the finals, man. And I'm not scared of any team coming from the East.
The Celtics?
Which team am I worried about?
Cleveland?
I'm not scared of those teams, bro. Like, for real.
Jaylen Brown? Jason Tatum? Kristaps Porzingis? Drew Holiday? Al Horford?
I got just one name for
Coach, what's his name? Missoula?
I got just one name for them. Just one name.
LeBron James.
The King himself. The King himself. Just one. I don't need to say anything. Just one name. The King himself.
And I can't argue that. I can't argue.
Yeah,
That's
man.
not crazy to say.
So whatever any team got coming, if they're gonna stop the Lakers, they should stop them now. That's the thing. Because once we get to that final, ain't no one stopping us, man. Ain't no one stopping Lakers. If we get to that final, which I think we will get to the final. If we do, no one is stopping us. The only team I'm worried about right now, and I'm not too worried about them though. It's OKC. I'm not really too worried, but at the same time, they have the number one spot for a reason. You feel me? So that's the only team I'm kind of like,
So what if OKC comes in there with fresh legs?
uh, doesn't matter.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers and five.
All right, so that'll wrap up our NBA talk, and now we can kind of discuss a little bit of the NFL draft, man.
Yeah, it's about time.
Have you kept up with any of it? You know what's going on at all?
To be honest with you, no.
No?
I don't know. Latest things right now, I don't know, but old stuff, probably, yeah.
I'm talking about like, you seen the latest on Shador, man?
No, not
He's
really.
he's dropped in a lot of people's mock boards and all that. Some of them have him falling outside of the top 20.
Why are they doing like that?
I don't think he's going past the Saints. I believe 11 or 12. I think it's 12. I don't think he's going past the Saints. I think you're just crazy to pass up on him. Now, I mean, we know Cam Ward's going to be the first pick. Travis Hunter probably going to be the second. Probably like Abdul Carter to be third. And then from that point forward, we really don't know what's going to happen, man. It's not a big quarterback year. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a tough year to be in need of a quarterback. Because Cam's nice. I'm a big fan of Shador.
Yeah.
I think Shador's going to be – I think he's going to be all right. The problem, air quote, the problem that they say with Shador is his attitude, his mentals, and his charisma or the way that he approaches things, how he you know what I mean, how he feels like, we said this earlier. All right, I just got to keep it real. The league ain't never seen nobody like Shador. You never seen a black quarterback come into the league with money. Pops played in the league, has his family, is confident, went from an HBCU to the Big 12. The league never seen a guy like this. Rapping, new chains, new watches. The league has never seen a guy like this. So I believe some of these owners, some of these GMs are scared. Oh, I don't know if I could bring this guy in because we got to deal with his dad. And I don't know if he's going to. Bro, he's been a winner everywhere he's went. The kid is a winner. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wakes up to win.
Yeah. I think I'm not gonna prophesy or whatever or speak into existence, but I think Shador's case is just gonna be like like the Williams, like Floyd. When you got your dad, with you, and he's all out to making sure you're a great player, whatever you do, and he's been there, So I think people are always, the way I see it, people are always scared of something they don't understand or they've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, they've never seen a quarterback like Shador before. So of course, the people will have their own opinions and whatever. But I think I feel like he's definitely gonna be a great player. He's gonna get to that. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but he's definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer at the end of his career.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, it's too soon, it's too early. He hasn't even been in the league or whatever. But I'm telling you, at the end of his career, in total, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Trust me. And and whatever anybody feels about it, he has the confidence already. He has it. He's already a good player. He knows what he's doing. He didn't let it's not like the old thing about his family or coming from or a real background like that. He's not getting into his head that much. He's still in the game. He's locked in. He's doing the right thing he's supposed to do. He's not just being a spoiled brat or whatever, or daddy pushing you, even you're not that great, but your dad is pushing you just because of his influence. No, he's putting in the numbers. He's putting in the work. I'm not gonna take that out of the the whole thing. He's putting in the work. So I don't know why people feel like, oh, just because he has a dad, they don't want to deal with his father, they don't want to deal with the way he dresses or the way he talks or approach things. Come on, we all know if you know you're gonna be great and you feel it, you have confidence in yourself, you go all out.
Respect.
Yeah.
Very well said. And that's all the time we got for y'all today. I thank you for tuning in. Jordan, thank you for working the switcher, man. It's been great being back in the studio. I believe we're going to be back at it tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We right back
Yes,
here.
sir.
We're going to discuss the first round of the NFL draft. Whoa. Why is English so hard for me right now? We're going to discuss the first round of the NFL draft. Talk about what's going on with the NBA playoffs tonight and get ready for the next matchup as we gear up for the weekend. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, dog.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, tap in on all platforms. I'll see you next time.